The world has become a wasteland, thanks to an epidemic of the undead. These soulless monsters roam the land, looking to consume human flesh. Luckily, I know how to survive. I handle the driving. My bots bring the power of pure rock. Together, we roam this world as heroes.
Okay, not enough rock, guys. Come on, put your all into it. Still not enough. Still not enough, still not enough, still not enough. I like rhythm games. I like pixel art. I like creative indie games. And I like zombies, in concept, not if they showed up in real life. So hearing about Double Kick Heroes, a mashup of drum simulation and undead shoot 'em up from the appropriately named developer Headbang Club certainly got my interest. Also a shout out / disclaimer to Headbang for providing me a Steam early access code for the game. My opinions on it remain my own. The setup sees a heavy metal group putting on their first show, only to find that their audience and the world in general have become overrun by the undead. This foul-mouthed band, consisting of their guitarist, bassist, keyboardist, drummer, and manager, decide to pull a road trip while looking for supplies, fellow survivors, and maybe even some answers behind what's caused all this craziness. If Sailor Metal leads rub you the wrong way, you may find yourself skipping the cutscenes, but I honestly found how these guys responded to every crazy situation pretty entertaining, ranging from rejoicing to finding free booze, to the healthy amount of shade throwing you'd expect a group of dopey 20-somethings to exchange. This is all presented in a visually appealing and energized pixel art style, with lots of different zombie types to encounter. Wait, are those Klansmen zombies? Or clan zombies? That answers that. You can also expect some nicely detailed environmental art for the hubs where many conversations take place. You know, the drummer is giving me major Hoagie vibes. Okay, that's not a coincidence. The game is definitely unique in terms of how its gameplay elements all intersect. The most important one is a conventional note highway where you tap specific buttons as indicated to the beat of the metal or hard rock song in each level, specifically the drum track, hence the game's title. Each successful hit fires one of the rear guns mounted to your car towards a perpetual fast zombie horde behind you, and while there's a multiplier associated with note streaks, rather than just increasing your score, it upgrades your gun to dish out more damage, giving you even more incentives to stick to the beat. But the other thing you have to constantly take note of is that zombies come in one of two vertical lanes, with each gun and specific button input corresponding to one. In other words, you can't perpetually just look at the notes. You'll have to throw some occasional glances to know which lane is the most crowded or close to you and prioritize your attacks there. You can take a few hits, but if you don't pay attention, you'll go down in flames fast. Now, if you're a rhythm game veteran and what you're looking at seems like it would be pretty easy, you might still feel that way in the early levels, even on harder difficulties, but once they start throwing some more complex songs and boss battles at you, expect your confidence to go from
break out the Oreos, baby!
To
oh no! Oh no!
Pretty fast. I tried playing on my keyboard, an Xbox controller, and even a rock band guitar since the game offers that option. I still recommend Xbox. But regardless of what you choose for inputs, having to divide your time between the note highway and the actual highway can get super difficult. And when boss levels add the ability to move the car freely up and down, which is a requirement to both hit the boss and dodge certain attacks, expect to go through plenty of retries for certain songs, or even doing what I eventually did and lowering the whole in-game difficulty to progress. Finally, like many indie rhythm games, Double Kick Heroes offers an in-game track editor, enabling you to import your own MP3s and manually map a level to play it on. Other players will still need to provide their own matching files to play it, a la AudioSurf. While I can see some cool stuff coming from this in time, in its current state, the editor is more than a bit intimidating with all its functions, and there's still no ability to set a beats per minute tempo, making proper note timing super tricky. Now, as far as what qualifies this as an early access title, the biggest thing to me is that the campaign isn't yet complete. Things come to a halt after the third world ends, and the dev team has confirmed additional levels and songs remain in the works for that. And they also intend to keep tweaking and enhancing existing features over time, and they're definitely taking player feedback into account through channels like Discord and Twitter. Double Kick Heroes may be a title that in its current state can suffer from major difficulty spikes and a big overall learning curve, but considering that it's basically the first game that I know of with the gameplay setup it has, that's to be expected. And even as a work in progress, like I've said, there's still plenty of charm, engaging mechanics, good music, and overall fun to be had. I'd recommend giving it a look if it sounds interesting to you. Thanks for watching. Consider subscribing to see more, giving a like or comment to help spread the word, and check out my animations, my podcast, Sketch Watch Play, and other social media links in the description.